Coach, you saw Luke Falk today and Tyler Helinski go deep to Tavares Martin Jr., among others. How long does it take for a QB to relate to new or different wide receivers in your system? How long do you think it takes for that relationship to evolve?
It takes a while, and then it all starts in the offseason where they get a chance to throw a bunch then. But, we're a little more consistent at it than we have been. Just because we're doing a better job running our routes, we're running better routes, and then the quarterback can trust these guys better, and so then you get the ball out there sooner, and then they have more time to adjust to it, and so it's a kind of a steady series of corrections that as they get familiar with one another, all sharpen up. But I felt like we have done a reasonable job throwing it downfield this camp.
There's something really to that, right? The interpersonal workings of the team. Maybe fans don't see that as much when a QB, Luke and Gabe and Riv knew each other so well, especially in this offense. There's something really to knowing your wide receivers that well and their tendencies, right?
Well, I think it's definitely helpful, but then the others just to have good technique, we had some explosive qualities in the spring, but our technique was so and inconsistently, when we do it. And as that sharpens up, then then you can go out there and you can hit more. So that's the biggest thing is we got a lot of work on, preserving ground to the outside, catching it over our outside shoulder, better releases, all those things, all the little things.
Let's switch gears for a moment to that third phase, special teams. We haven't talked a ton about that yet. Who's impressed you returning punts, returning kicks? What's the personnel you envision so far, the battles there for special teams?
We got quite a few guys out there that we're looking at all of them, and I don't know exactly, what Eric's got in mind there for sure. So we're, it is one of the positions where we're kind of evaluating and trying them out, and so, I'm kind of curious myself. I want to give more time to work it, but I'm kind of curious about that myself because we do have some real quick burst guys.
I've seen a whole slew of guys returning punts, including Jameer Calvin, Robert Taylor, Jamal Morrow.
All of them are good options at that, and some guys are better at kickoff than punts. Punts kind of a make the first guy miss deal, and then kickoff is you got a running start. You start out with just under 20 yards, and so you want a guy that's real fast. And I've always liked low center of gravity guys for kickoff, but we'll see how it unfolds.
Is it your preference philosophically to have a home run hitter returning punts, or is it damage control? It's such a dangerous play. Let's just get a guy with good hands.
Well, you have to catch it first. And I've had guys that I didn't have any intention of returning it because I knew they would catch it, but you'd prefer to have both.
Anybody else impressed? How about defensively? Has anybody stood out to you over the past few days down here?
I'd say collectively how they're doing a pretty good job running to the ball, I think there's that. And then it seems like there's a different face every day, so they're kind of pushing each other.
We're going to talk to Isaac Dotson in just a moment. His father wrestled here at Washington State University. In terms of toughness, I know you're a rugby guy, but do you go wrestling or linebacker? Who's the tougher athlete, wrestler or linebacker?
Kind of. Well, the linebacker that wrestles is the toughest athlete because he understands leverage and, pad level and that type of thing. And wrestling's a great sport, and it's a shame they don't have more of it nowadays. But, the linebackers I've had that wrestled were really good players.
Coach, I know you love those two-sport athletes, the Shalom Luwani soccer player, the guy who can do a lot with his feet.
Yeah, you want them moving around as much as you can. Exercise doesn't hurt them.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks for the time.
All right, thank you.